Would you date an opposite sex version of yourself? Why and why not? That loser?
Maybe.
Tsundere for yourself.
It's not like I want to date myself, Barker.
Absolutely. Assuming there's any physical attraction, we enjoy the same things, have similar standards, care about the same people, it'd be a good match. Are all of my traits awesome for dating? No, but I of all people can understand them and where she'd be coming from. And no one is more used to living with me and the consequences of that than I am. It's a good deal, I think. At worst, we both learn a lot about ourselves and we grow as people. I think it'd work out, but if it didn't, well, it was fun trying. Hey, that's not how this works. You can't just take a mature and worldly stance on a NSFW sexy AskReddit question. No sir. Only jokes and middle school advice for me please. Oops, my bad. I'd date me because I'd get to stick my PP in my girl version's butt. My partner is basically the opposite sex version of me and everything you put down is true. However, if you both have the same flaws, it can unfortunately compound and now the two of you are worse off. He and I are both lazy procrastinators, so while we both understand why the other isn't doing thing that needs to be done, shit still ain't getting done. But we're working together to improve those bad habits. It's hard but worth it. Fuck yeah. Self-CEST is best CEST. When go fuck yourself becomes a preferred outcome. Two shy people, neither of whom is ready to speak first. Not likely. This. And even if we spoke, that first kiss would never happen. Both of us being charismatic listeners would make up for a very uninteresting anti-conversation. In terms of personality, we'd do great together. Finally, someone who understands what I mean when I say spend time alone, together. Ideally she'd be as into building random shit as I am. Not to mention doing hallucinogens with myself would be pretty fun. Now, the problem would be that I'm a pretty shallow person. I'm not bad looking, so hopefully she wouldn't be either, but it's possible she may decide that I'm not hot enough. Or maybe she'll look just like me, and even if I'm not a bad looking dude, I'd make an ugly woman. That's literally what I'm looking for in a woman. I've actually gotten close to a few girls that were like a female version of me. None of them wanted to date me though. Oh well.
They hate themselves.
Yes, because he'd have a job and love to cuddle. That describes 90% of the dating pool. You can have more than those two things. How big are my tits?
Same size as your moves.
Breast size / shape are primarily determined by genetics. So, look at what kind of boobs your mom or sister has to get an idea of what they would be like if you were born female instead of male. Fuck you for making me think of my sister's boobs. Hell no. Even I don't have that low of standards. I agree. In fact, I think you both could do better. I actually did, for a while, date a girl that was like my mirror copy. Not physically, but personality, worldview, attitudes, opinions. Met at college. Hit it off amazingly. Had so much in common. Literally completing each other's sentences from get-go. Living the dream. But over the years, it ruined our relationship. It was an echo chamber. If there ever was a situation I couldn't handle, she couldn't either, and it would blow up. I couldn't appreciate the good in her, because I was used to it in myself. Went our separate ways shortly after college. I still remember our time together fondly, but unless you both are the perfect human being, that kind of relationship doesn't work. I've been married to a woman that completes me for 11 plus years and your response was the closest to what I attribute to our success. I'm brash and take risks while she is measured and cautious, but we find a way to make it work and fill in each other's grooves and dings. I think dating myself would be a wild ride but ultimately be destructive. I need exactly the traits my wife brings to the table, which is why we work so well together. Everyone looking for a mirror image seems odd to me. Isn't the other person supposed to open up new ways of looking at things? Teach you new things about yourself, and do the things you can't alone? I understand there has to be a baseline level of similarity, especially when it comes to values, but I feel like I'd just get bored talking to a copy or grow to resent the things in them I don't like about myself. I always tell people to marry where you're weak and get weird looks, but the whole point is balance. If you're not good at something, find someone who is and use that strength together. I'm the detailed person and my husband is big picture. For example, I feel like together we do a great job at thinking through decisions. Want to be featured in my videos? Become a patron at the Patreon link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every day. Yes, you probably know all the best taco places. Doesn't that imply that you already know all the best taco places? That knowledge doesn't stack. You either know them or you don't. Maybe your logic is sound, but at least we'd never argue about it. I love this. Knowing all the best taco places isn't a benefit because it means you can learn from them. It means that you don't have to go through the arduous process of re-educating your partner when they insist that a B-tier taco place belongs in the rotation. I'm already horrible enough as is. The world isn't ready for trouble. Make it double. Okay Team Rocket, calm down. LOL no. I did the girl Snapchat filter and I looked exactly like my sister. Plus I'm gay anyways. I had a weird coincidence with that filter, where months after I broke up with my girlfriend, on friendly terms, I tried it out and I looked exactly like her, which is strange because people didn't ever say we looked alike. After I sent it to her, she sent me one back looking like me, and even though I knew what was going on, my idiot brain thought, where'd she take that picture of me? I guess it has more to do with facial structure than aesthetics. So anyways, we started talking after that and had a ton of sex, on friendly terms, that summer. So I guess thanks Snapchat. Sure, I get along great with myself. The major downside would be though, there would be no covering for each other's weaknesses and complementing each other's strengths. This is my feeling. I could do with someone who challenges me, not just agree with me. Don't get me wrong, someone who enjoys all the things I do would be awesome, but I think in the long run it might be a little boring. After being in a 7-year relationship with someone I had nothing in common with, it'd be cool if I had my depression under control. I'd fucking date me. Haha. That's where I'm at right now. Opposites attract and all that, but similar people stick around a hell of a lot longer. A female version of me is exactly what I'm looking for anyways. Opposites attract. This only applies to magnetic poles and romantic comedies. In reality, people overwhelmingly look for partners that have similar tastes, interests, beliefs, and backgrounds. Truth to both sides. Currently in a very great and long-term, 7+ years relationship with someone who could not be more different than me. Financially, race, interests, beliefs, backgrounds, taste in music, careers, you name it, we are different. I guess our sense of humor is what we have in common, but even then we seem to find a lot of different things funny. I am just so happy learning about all the stuff I missed out and learning about such a different perspective. Never a dull moment. Always want to be around her. As a gay guy, I'd have to say no. As a lesbian, it might be cool to grow my own beard. No way. If I ever made him mad, he would start doing the silent treatment. I'd then do a silent treatment when I realize I was receiving the silent treatment. We would both die without ever talking to each other again without even knowing exactly why that was. Honestly, this just emphasizes why the silent treatment doesn't work. You should probably stop giving the silent treatment. Nope. We'd technically be brother/sister. Plus we'd have exactly the same background/history, with exactly the same thoughts, etc. That sounds incredibly boring. The fact that my wife is her own person, with unique perspectives, is a big part of why I like her so much. I think I'm a fun, well-rounded individual, who has my life put together. I'd totally love to hang out with me. Plus, having the same views on money management would be a great bonus. The money management would be huge for me. I'm an accountant, so I'm super anal about my personal finance. Sharing long-term money goals would be great as well. Nor she would be a fucking nutcase. We'd be so fucking petty towards one another. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button like it's a
Thick booty.
And don't forget to subscribe to OKPJ Dark if you like nice things, like new videos every day. See you tomorrow.